Well, I'll be. It looks like we are connected. We have a few minutes. One, trying to clean this old computer screen, see if we can get back. There we go. Hey guys, Darren here. Welcome to Mayhem Country Living. For some reason, I trend very highly in Luxembourg, Germany, and to those who are there. Danke Zen, thank you a lot. I hope you guys are doing okay. What is going on in your neck of the woods, people? It seems like there's a whole lot of interesting stuff going on. I'm going to have to remember. Hey, Doc Falcon, what are you doing? I have to be very still with this old laptop. I have a new one that my company gave me. It's a Windows 10, and I do not know how to use it. Talked to a few real estate agents today. Hey, KC, what you up to? Doc Falcon. So you are about to pull the trigger, my friend, and make the move. When you do decide, come on down and hang out for a day or two at the house, and I'll make sure to take a little bit of time off, and we'll go eat some good barbecue or something. I know it's tough with the passing of Jane, Doc, um, but you know, you know what I mean. How are you doing, Casey? Yes, YouTube does indeed keep a close track on certain people. Good job, Doc. 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 49K. That's good. And you don't have to move it or anything like that. Can't beat it. I agree. If you don't move, Doc, you become stagnant. And that is not what, that's not bad. That's not bad. Are you going to do metal or a shingle? Um, but that's good stuff. We are actually debating on selling our place as well. Um, because, well, just of a bunch of stuff. Uh, don't blame me, Doc. We are actually looking at buying some land a little bit further out, a little bit more land, and moving out there. We have gone so much as to plan it out with family and friends, and we will see what we will see. Um, I don't know. I don't know. It's kind of a kick in the butt because we just got the orchard set up, and we got all the fruit trees, and I finally figured out what was going on with the pecan trees to spray them, which is they have a pecan aphid thing, and figured out what that was finally. So I'm going to have to talk to the extension agent. Whoever gets it, they'll get a good start. And this weekend we just planted all the blueberries and the raspberries. Away she goes. Uh, oh yes, Casey. Because we just did that 2 years ago. We moved from 7 acres to where we are now. And it was all of the canned stuff, canned being jarred stuff. Yes, sir, Doc, but they, it, we did a lot to it and it appreciated significantly. Absolutely, KC. So, I mean, and we've still got the other property down there in Adger. We just don't have any permanent structures on there, and we're not going to go back there. It's just too many bad memories for the hooch. She doesn't want to go down there, really. But yeah, I mean, moving is a pain in the butt because we moved hundreds of jars of canned goods. I have been pricing it, Doc. Yes, I have. But we'll see. We will see what it involves. And actually, what I have done is I have started. I secured the outdoor to the basement, made it a little bit more safe and secure, and so I go up and down those steps a whole lot more, and it is a lot easier on my knee. So we'll see. There's a lot of room here for the dogs and the grandkids and the chickens, and it's just, yeah, it's a big pain in the butt. Moving is a big pain in the butt. But if we could move double the acreage, yes, Casey, yes. I actually, whenever I get up on the ladder, I have a we call them bump caps or bump caps, and I do have a camera mount on the front of it. So yes, I do, because there's a really funny story about the other time I fell in the backyard at the old property, and nobody down there but me and my dog. And I woke up and he was licking my face, and I know what else he licks. So that was a rude awakening. Yeah, that was when I fell out of the tree, and that was eventful. The last one I thought I died. Well, we got 5 people on here. I count 2 of you guys I talked to, so we got 2 creepers. Hello, creepers. How are you guys doing? I hope you are doing wonderfully and well. Oh, we got 6 now. I'm not going to keep you guys too long. I try not to do it. Well, I'll be damned. We got 7. So even my public school math. Oh yeah, that was. Whew, yeah, that one hurt. But hey, Cove, how you doing? I do not recognize you, but I thank you for coming by. What am I talking about? Well, it's kind of a prepping homestead channel, and well, good. I'm glad you're doing well. And we were talking about trips and falls off of ladders, I guess. I guess that would be the best way and the most polite way to say it without embarrassing myself as well. Um, is there any news going on? You're traveling Mexico, coming back from South America. Fantastic, very interesting, Cove. Where was your destination in South America? Just roundabouts, not being nosy, but that's very interesting. Um, no, no, Doc. I go over and I check it and maintain it. And then I've got a guy that comes out, cuts the grass all the way around the property, and that is about it. I'm really looking at putting gardens out there because I got two year-round creeks on that property. So I've really been thinking about packing some gardens into there just to do that. Mr. Scott Coffer, how the hell are you doing, good sir? Glad you're doing okay, buddy. I hope the Cornbread Diva is doing well also. Cove, I was in your spent 18 months in the Amazon. Good God, man, that's fantastic. You've been traveling for about 15 or more years. Uh, where am I located? I am in deep South Alabama. What's my story? I have nothing to speak of, not compared to the stuff that you've done, I'm sure. Um, Dad, husband, granddad, old man now covered with scars. Finished the rest of the song that I'd gotten from fighting in those redneck bars and a few tattoos that Squinch put on me. Covered up the ones I'd gotten years ago, just when I was known as Dave Cove. And I wasn't famous, and I wasn't free. Bonus points to whoever knows the author of the song. I do a lot of traveling and losing family. I understand. Well, sometimes it's good to see different scenery. Sometimes it is good to travel around and move around a bit. Now, appreciate it. Thank you. I'm not one of the brightest, but thank you. I appreciate that. Um, what is going on in the news, guys? While we're talking about intelligent conversations, bunch of strange, interesting stuff, isn't it? Huh. It appears I had some neighbors who were peeking in this hotel room. Uh, happy bunch, kind of. That could be a T-shirt, Doc. Happy bunch, kind of. I like that. Um, but with everything going on, I I bet it is Cove. I was wondering, were you going up the Baja side or were you going up the Gulf side? I don't know. We can even say the no-nos of the list that they'll cut your live off. Yes, that's okay. I have fantastic stories about them doing that. Do I read um, Cove? Yes, fairly well. Yes. Um, you're getting your sense of humor back. Sad about the school invasion this morning. Yes, sir. It is indeed. Um, I don't know. It's very it's very disheartening when all these things go on, especially around the innocents and the people who have not done enough living to cause a problem yet. Magic Forest, how are you doing? Um, I don't recognize you either. Welcome aboard, though. Appreciate you coming in. I think the waters are getting ready to get calm as a happening. in the news. Interesting. Okay. Town here visited many times. A small piece of property that you own, so it's hanging out here, getting ready to go to the beach tonight. Oh, cool. Okay. So, Cove, are you an expat? And interesting. 15 dead and suspect dead on scene. Yeah. Yeah. Lewis JRV. I seem to recall you from a long time ago when my channel was a little bit different. I'm doing well, Senor. Thank you very much. ¿Cómo está? Shooting a while back, and I don't know. I don't know, Code. Most kids are too ignorant to be winners or losers or geniuses or sinners or saints or I don't know. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff going on in the news with monkeys. How about that? Yes, Casey. Yes, I do. Now, let's just get into it and see. I don't. What are they going to do? Not pay me my 11 cents for this live stream? Here we go. Yes, Magic Forest. Let's call it. We can't call it that. We can't call it that because they would look at us darkly. Let's call it monkeypox. How about that? Primate illness, the pox. Okay, good stuff. Good stuff. Anyway, um, it is just a variation of smallpox. And while we're talking about it, cowpox and also camelpox. When being brought up, if we bully someone, my mom would not be in the head with everything in the house. Yes, well, Cove, I agree completely. When I was bullied, my dad told me to go out there and beat the shit out of them. And if I came home and I'd lost the fight, he would whip my ass again. So I made sure that I beat every bully that I could put my hands on. The K is silent. Monkeypox, that's pretty good. Did some checking on this. Yes, turns out it wasn't necessary to kill a person. Absolutely. Absolutely. I couldn't understand why you asked if what you asked if I was. I'm not a person in special place in society. Well, okay. Good for you, Code. You're well defined, I guess. Still doing that today. Okay. AIDS started with the green monkeys, and so okay. I got a story for you guys. I'm only going to tell it to you on Patreon because for 10 years, and I will say this, and I won't say anything more about this. I worked in a research lab, and I worked with them, the Green Island monkeys. How about that? It's all money. Yep. So, Casey did a really good video about immunity and everything. If it came out with camel pox, it's so vice versa. Vice president would be that is Scott. That is hilarious. That is funny, dude. I'm ashamed that I did not think of that first. Scott Colford, Kudos to you, good sir. That was a very good wordplay, buddy. I have to. Yes, Scott Coffer, you win the award for tonight. That was a fantastic play of words. Good sir. I tip my hat. Hang on. Now seriously, let's read this. Oh yeah. Got to go to head Jeb, so we know what song to dance. Yes. Yes, Casey. Cove, I agree completely. I missed the times when we could go back to that. I have really been toying with the idea of that. Dude, Scott, you got to quit, dude. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. I did an interview with my father. You don't dare fight back. You're a real small person, and your mother would have beat the crap out of us for fighting. Couldn't embarrass her. Sorry, can't spell it. I understand. Hey, man, it's all good. It is all good. I had done an interview, and I never published it with my father. And I was talking to him, and I said, "Dad, you got some really good stories. Why don't you write a damn book?" And he said, "Oh, Darren, I just don't know." And Dad's in his 80s, very, very, still very sharp. I call and ask him questions regarding like politics, religion, stuff like that. When I'm not sure, and I ask him, "What's your thought?" And he is like a laser, just telling me this and this and this, and giving either validation or putting me in my place, telling me to go look in a different direction. And I Cove, I am not a Democrat or a Republican. I'm an anarchist, actually. I do not believe in any. You'll have to ask me about that later. I agree. Um, I agree. I think it is sad that they've propped that old man up to let him do his song and dance and then take the fall, which he will. Oh, which he will. Um, yes. My dad, Magic Forest, my dad, he's so old. He said pull a cobblestone out of the street and hit him with it. That's what it took. Um, I don't know what that. Why? Interesting, but I don't know. But anyway, but he and I said, Dad, you ought to write a book about all this stuff. And he said, Nah, nobody'd read it. And then I'll be damned if he didn't go write a book and got it published. He self-published it, but Jesus. So now that makes me look bad because I told my dad to write a book, and I've been trying to write a book, and my dad wrote the book before I did. Um, so it's like, holy cow. So there you go. So the people who I know who are trying to write books, I know KC had mentioned it before, and Scott. Yeah, I'm going to have to call you out on that too because you and I had actually talked about doing a cookbook. Um, so how about that? Man in his late 80s beat everybody to the punch and wrote a freaking book. I'll probably read chapters of it. Um, but how about that? Now, back to the monkey. Um, it's not as bad as everybody says. It's not. They drew a lot of different samplings from different cases. So they, of course, they made it to be a lot worse than it was. So, yeah, I'm 53. I've gotten I had my smallpox vaccination when I was 3 years old. So, will it affect me? No, not at all. Even if I hadn't had the vaccination, would it affect me? No, not at all. Still wouldn't do it. I mean, there is just smallpox would be a concern. Let's play what if. What if this happened? What if that happened? What would be something that I do to cause a problem? Now, Casey had just done a video earlier about botulism. Well, you can weaponize that pretty easy. It's been done before, and that would be a really, really good way to do it. Dodson Arms, who a really good guy and does a lot of really good technical videos. Yeah, Casey, on everything. He had talked about the dangers of the old neutron bombs. Dodson Arms Company, Dodson Arms Co. on YouTube. Really, just he's a master armor, and he's been doing guns. He owns. Well, I won't say that. He has access to thousands of automatic weapons. The man is a walking encyclopedia of guns. Can you chat, pals? I don't know if that's a site or anything. If you do travel to third world countries, look up camouflage documents. Okay, interesting. Um, but these things are tuberculosis, smallpox. That would be an interesting book, Code, based off of what you said about your travels and experiences. That would be interesting. Um, yep. Um, these things would be the way to cause a lot of problems. Um, and of course, you know, there was a video game we all used to play, and it was about how to make a virus. And you made the virus, and the virus reproduced and infected people. And but you didn't want to make it to where it was completely life threatening, because then it would kill the host, and then it would slow down spread the virus. So you would make it with a higher infection rate and a lower mortality, a lower morbidity rate, and you would balance it out. And it was very interesting. And are they doing this? Nope, not at all. All they were doing is spreading foot, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. TV was still quite big when I was a kid. Then it was gone, and about 15 years ago, it came back. Coming back across the border unchecked. I agree. And several people smarter than I have referenced that as well. I don't know. Um, I don't know. It's hard for me to suppose about it because I've never been past Louisiana, so I don't know. But from what I can imagine and what I've read and gathered, um, it is pretty unsanitary, and there are a lot of conditions that are not ideal for the spread of this. Um, or it could just be an honest to goodness influenza, like at the turn of the last century, not 2020, but you know, uh, 1900s. Early 20th century. Yeah, I always get that mixed up. Uh, and it's also all the Americans going to other countries and coming back to bring it up. It's not just people crossing the border. I don't know. I don't know, Code. Again, I have never traveled outside of the country. My sister, she lives in Scotland. She's very well traveled and has hiked and camped all across of Europe, and she says that that is kind of similar to what you say. I don't know. I don't know. I have nothing to draw off of other than just the few experiences that I have known. Any of you guys who are still out there, have you had any experience in the Bahamas years back? Okay. Um, then we have everything else, all the stuff that's going on overseas, which is very interesting. Um, Even I can't talk about that because they will knock me down for that one. I was listening to Jack Spirko earlier on the Survival Podcast, and he was talking about some stuff that was going on, and he posted a link, and then he played the link, and it was based off of one of the major railroad companies who was are they really, Doc? Hmm. I might have to differ on that with you. But they were talking about the restrictions that had been placed on them that they could not produce above and beyond a certain amount of diesel fuel and DEF, DEF, diesel, exhaust fluid. Hey, Warren, what you up to, dude? Hope everything's going okay in your neck of the world. And while we're Warren's been around with me for 100 years, forever, and this is one of the biggest debates ever. I hate to even bring this up, but okay, here it is, and we'll probably get pulled down for this. Yellow cornbread or white cornbread? Just say it. Sweet cornbread or salty cornbread? Now, being a true Southerner, yeah, sweet cornbread, you die and go to hell. It says it in the Bible, somewhere in the back. Maybe I wrote it on the last page. I'm not sure. Not sure, but okay. Can I get you guys to chime in on sweet cornbread or salty cornbread or yellow cornbread or white cornbread? What? See, now you just hair split. Okay, see, okay, okay. Turnip greens and pintos. Yeah, Doc, you're an atheist. Yeah. Anyway, you don't. Yeah. We don't do that. Digging out your garden, sweet tea, starting a new job. Congratulations, Warren. Good on you, dude. Own your garden and own the new job. Okay. Okay. Maybe you're just like a Methodist then, or something like that. Wait, I'm a Methodist. Uh, oh, you got fired. Well. I'm at a loss, Warren. That sounds like a story. Um, you should share it. Or should I say how you are? Pentecostal. There you go, Pentecostal. I tell my wife she's Church of Christ, And always in Church of Christ, they're the ones that hold the snakes. And I said, well, do you do Sunday school? And she said, well, yes, we did Sunday school. I said, do you do like little snakes for the kids? That's just the stuff I think about growing up desert. Dessert, that leftover sweet cornbread with hot milk poured over it. Yes, absolutely. Hey, Big Cheese, what are you doing? Jermaine, you'll donate. Well, thank you, Jermaine. Uh, Worked out in the long run, though. I was tired of the BS there and had to fill you in later. Yeah, absolutely. Holler at me later on the Facebook, and we'll go over it. Well, thank you very much, Jermaine, for that super chat. I guess that is. Thank you. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Diva said you were like me and needed a yes, I do. I do. I actually shaved like 3 days ago. I'm hang on. I'm catching up. He was a Sunday school teacher in the Church of Christ, where he lived in Boston. Okay, then disregard what I said about the snakes and the Sunday school. Actually, I grew up a Nazarene, which to me, when I was little, I had no understanding or concept of it, and so I called it nectarines. And people thought we like worship citrus because I was from the Church of the Nectarines. That is not a joke. That is a true story. That is a true story, guys. That was it. That was a true story. Um, no joke. That was a true story. Hang on. I'm having some. There we go. Hang on. I'm still catching up with you guys. Um, 36 minutes in. We got a little bit long. I grew up. Yeah, KC, you were talking about sweet cornbread. We had an aluminum bowl with a top, and then it had like a handle you twisted that would let you vent. And hang on. Big Cheese said, if I'm harassing a woman, should I stay 2 car lengths behind her? Um, yeah, or I just wouldn't. Yeah, yeah, I just wouldn't. Okay, click that. That seemed harmless enough. There we go. Bam. Uh, if you had a superpower, would you? Uh, and Big Cheese, we ain't doing that. So you got one free one, Big Cheese. Do another one, we'll just ban you. And what he tells his wife, I'll leave now. That's funny. Dude, I am. I made the big times. I'm on BC's big screen TV in his living room. Dude, I really like the Desert Ironwood handle, man. I'm telling you, I really like it. Um, it's it looks nice. I'm gonna have to get one of those new knives that you're doing with the hidden tang. I hate to say it. No, I mean I love it, but dadgummit, I'll get in trouble. But let's see what else is going on. Okay. That's what he tells us. What I'll leave that. Yeah, you're just funny. You're just funny. Now, um, I bet you like it. All right, Big Cheese. Big Cheese, you're in timeout. So while we do and talk about silly questions, we just don't talk about stupid questions, Big Cheese. So anyway, we don't have enough people where I have to worry about a moderator. I can still wrangle with all my stuff. I bet it's going to look really nice, BC. Uh, Shadow Tracks biomethane gas. Yes. How are you doing, buddy? Hadn't talked to you in a little bit. One day at a time. How are you, good sir? You're taking a smoke break. Good for you. Um, I won't elaborate, buddy. One day at a time. I hope everything is going okay. I'm hoping you got some good news and some good information. So we'll talk later off of public eyes, and I hope you're really doing okay. I'm Yeah. Thank you, Casey. Yeah, yeah, guys, hit the thumbs up, and if you can, in addition to doing your thumbs up, you could also post your social security numbers. That would go a long way in funding my world domination plans. That would be. I'm kidding. Don't do your socials, guys. I'm glad you're doing okay, Shadow Tracks. I hadn't talked to you in a very long time. I hope you're doing really good. Yeah, yeah, yeah. All that good stuff. All that good stuff. Uh, good luck. Your credits already screwed. Damn it, Warren. You're like me, dude. Yes, sir. It does. It does. Hang on. I'm looking and reading, and I'm thinking about. Yes. Yeah. I need those little last three numbers off of your. Yeah, off your American Express card. Um, Dude, I know. I know completely. Yeah. If anyone hacks my account, please put something in it. Um, because I mean, if you could put $14 in my account, that would be so good. That would be so good. I could make it till Friday probably. Um, but there's a lot of stuff that is going on that we have been told that is one way, and then it turns out it is indeed another way. Um, all joking aside, at this point, the shortages and everything are going to continue. That's just the way it is. And I have lost friends and family because I have tried to mention to them, I'm very glad for you, Doc. That's good stuff. Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Smoke screens and gaslighting. There's a lot of stuff going on. You don't hear very much from all of uh, the ships that are still waiting off of ports to be offloaded. And those are still there 14 months later. There is not going to be any reprieve. Prices are going to increase. Uh, do you like Thanksgiving and Christmas? Then please get them for your grandkids or your kids. Um, I am old enough, I'm 53 now. If I never got another t shirt or another pair of underwear or pack of socks or another tie or another coffee cup, it'd be all right. But by God, if you got kids, if you got grandkids, yeah, it's okay, Casey. Um, And by God, set aside. I did a video on it earlier in the month. If you like ham, get a ham now. Stick it in the freezer. If you are, well, I don't see Sergeant Rocco on here. He is my he's my resident Jewish representative. If you are not to where you could have pork or rabbit, absolutely put a half a lamb in your refrigerator or freezer, and or mutton or beef, something like that to help you through the holidays. Turkey, chicken. We do chickens. Funny enough, the hooch, my wife, she was going out to the chicken coop area, and she said, "We got 3 more baby chicks." And I said, "You didn't go buy any more damn chickens, did you?" And she said, "No, no." She said she went out there, and these 3 baby chicks ran out. And more spam, and more spam. I like spam. Oh, speaking of spam, how about that? Because I was watching some videos earlier. BC, this is from one of our mutual friends, Salty. He and I were talking about this today, and I thought, oh my God, I have not had, like, honest to goodness, cheap sardines or mackerel. These are King Oscars, but they're pretty good. Depth is another problem. Yes, Warren. I'll post a link, and it's a really good article. It's about a video, 15 or 18-minute article about what is going on. Yes, King Oscar. It's good stuff. And it's in olive oil. I don't like cottonseed. Sure don't like soy. I really try not to do peanut oil. But man, this stuff is just good. Hang on. It is just absolutely good. And it was $1.12. How about that? You can, I can't show you because it'll flip over. Gator tail is good. There, that. Well, gator tail is good fried up. Absolutely, it is. I had no idea the rest of the alligator was that bitter and nasty until someone had cooked several pieces. Hey, Christy. I hope you are doing okay. Hope all your family's doing okay too. Man, these mackerel pieces are good. I could eat these. I can remember sitting down with my granddaddy on the Coosa River, and we'd be fishing, and he'd open up this can of nasty sardines, and it's like, oh God, horrible, offensive. And my grandmother, we called her Momo. Momo wouldn't let us eat sardines in the house because she said she took her all damn day to clean the house, and she wasn't going to have anybody mess it up just by opening the can. And so we'd get yelled at, and she would run us off and throw us out. So the only time we could eat sardines was big cheese. Come on, dude. Thank you, Christy. Yep. That's his 3rd time. If he does it again, well, maybe I can just go ahead and let's just hide him from the channel. There we go. We just got rid of big cheese. I don't mind funny. I don't mind slightly offensive. I don't mind slightly pornographic, if it's just me. But we have ladies on this channel. I've got to get something to clean my hand. So I will not abide rude assholes. There we go. Sorry about that. Thank you, Christy. I will. Be careful, buddy. Holler at me tomorrow and let me know how everything's going. That's the one day at a time. He's a good guy. He and I have known each other for a few years now. It's amazing all the good people you meet on YouTube in these. Yeah, Christy, they are. But he, sometimes they send me pictures. The guys, yeah, kind of strange. Anyway, yeah, I don't, yeah. Hang on, I'm sorry, I got sidetracked completely by that. Yeah, some people just damn weird. But hey, if you're interesting, I'll tolerate you for a minute. If something interesting to say. I guess so. End of the month, people are crazy. I believe so. I can't remember what cycle of the moon we're on. I'll have to look and see. Anybody know off the top of their head what phase we're in of the moon? Yeah, let's see what this is. Hey, Fashu 2, how you doing? But it's been crazy in the city here. How you doing, dude? We're just sitting here talking. We're gonna be on for another 7 minutes. I try not to keep you guys too dang long, because I know that y'all got stuff to do. It's interesting for the people who do YouTube. That I look at the analytics and it says the most people who are receptive to my channel are on between 6 and 7. Hence, oh, good stuff. Good for you. I know you do, Doc. Me neither, dude. That's why we can talk all the time. Hence, that's why I do 6 o'clock Central. If it's a better time for you guys, my regulars, holler at me and let me know, and we'll adjust and tweak and fix everything to where it will be a little bit more accommodating. So we got well, thank you, Doc. I'll pass that along. So we got about 6 more minutes. What kind of earth-shattering information? What about the country? What are you monitoring, or wherever you call it? A small Walmart in the basement. Requested you to when I saw you were live. They won't monetize tomorrow's video. It wasn't my fault, BC. Everybody blames me for monetizing, as in work. Is that what you're saying, Bob? Um, okay. In 5 minutes, can I do that? Yeah. I am a predictive analyst. I do motion analysis. I do infrared thermography, and I do acoustic work. Um, that is to say, I'm not that smart of a guy. I People ask me all the time. I am kind of like the guy in Rain Man. I'm an idiot savant, and I recognize patterns really well, and it allows me to save companies money when I can tell them when their equipment is getting ready to break down. Um, I'm a stuntman too. Yes, man of mystery, international. Um, so imagine I'm at a paper mill here in Chattanooga this week, and they're doing some work on some of their equipment, and it might cost them $3 million if their equipment goes down because of an oops. So the work I do, if I can only do it to where they spend $200,000, they love me to death, and they ask me to come back over and over on a monthly basis because I saved them, $2,800,000 on the last time. Not that I do that all the time. That's what I do, and it's the weirdest job I've ever done. Uh, so that's what it is. I'm catching up. I have a grocery buggy in my basement. I do. I have one because everybody said you should have a grocery cart. So my wife and her sister went and stole one of the stolen felony, stole it from a Target, one of the little bitty buggies that are about 18 inches long, and so it's down in my basement. It's a white buggy. Um, they stole it from a Target. Yes. Um, Proud to know your colors. One day I'll do some really cool videos on it. I did the last one with the infrared cameras. I took videos of the deer coming down at the old property, coming down the ridge, and then not wolves, the coyotes behind them driving the deer. And that was really cool because I had one of them hot rod infrared cameras, but I have to share it now. Can any of you all find metal gas cans? Each store I've checked with tells me. Harbor Freight, Hodge 1455 Harbor Freight. They're $35. Maybe a little bit more in your area. They ain't cheap. 5 gallon jerry cans, $35. Don't get them at flea markets; they're even more expensive. 2 3 months. Yes, that's where you do. Listen to bearings. Yes, yeah, that's one way of doing it. Yes, absolutely. Explain it. Uh, Company rental places, absolutely. Southeast Coast, 4.29 per gallon. Hamburger averaging $6 per pound. Damn it, Shadow Tracks. 3 pounds was $13 Sunday, this past Sunday before I left. Um, um, yeah, I don't know if Hodges is still on to where he heard that, but yes, Hodges. I didn't know you could buy a hamburger on Amazon. I'll be damned. Okay. Grocery stores and Dollar General this week. All not doing cash back like you can do a card with cash back. Y'all having that? Yes, that is kind of what it's been like. Amazon Fresh. Okay. Um, what else? $3 a pound now. Guys, if you're able to, really, really try to grow your protein, whether it be rabbits, chicken, quail, I mean, turkey, pheasant. I mean, they're not hard. I mean, we had 3 that hatched out, like I said, that we didn't know about. If you can do that, guys, it will be so much easier for you. Um, and then people buy your excess. And I sold 22 dozen eggs before I came up here, and I don't sell them for $3 a dozen. Um, you know, um, Harbor Freight. Yes, yeah, Hodges. Try that Harbor Freight, and they keep them. The times I've gone in there, they keep them stacked up on the very top, all the way across the gondolas, um, all the way across the top, and they're metal. I've got, I'm gonna say I've got 10. No, I've got 5 5 gallons and 5 6 gallon old Blitz gas cans, and I use them. I might have 1 or 2 metal jerry cans, and I kind of keep them as a novelty, really. Uh, so yeah, Hodges, let me know. I hope it goes okay. Rental places should have metal gas cans because of ocean things. Good thought, Bob. PTSH. Yeah, good on you, Bob. There's a budget that I'm not privy to. BC budgets are speculative, and yeah, I don't know. I think it's part of this shadow government budgets are. I don't know about that. I write checks until they quit taking them. There were a lot of shots fired out by my house Sunday night. Dang, Christy. Any idea why? Harbor Freight here in town. I know, Doc. I live off of zip ties. Yeah, zip ties are my thing here lately. I do have to get some moving blankets because I keep a couple in my car to sleep under. Yeah, because they're nice and thick and heavy. I'm still eating my mackerel. Oh my goodness, guys, we're over an hour. So I will wrap this up after I eat another piece of delicious mackerel. Dang, dude. That's a lot of zip ties. But guys, I appreciate you coming by. Thank you for hanging out. I hope you are well armed, Christy. Don't respond. Um, but I hope you are. I think you are. I think we've talked about this before. Magic Force, thank you for coming by. You're always welcome to come back. Yes, KC Prep Up, Doc Falcon, good stuff. BC, that's kind of funny. You guys take care of your people. Be safe. I'll holler at you later. See ya.